Hi, girl buddies. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Liana's Voice podcast. Of course, this is your personal growth podcast, which we dwell mostly on how you can become a better version of yourself. My name is Liana and I'll be your personal growth buddy throughout this episode and this podcast, of course. So once again, welcome. I hope you didn't come alone. I hope you came with somebody. I hope you invited somebody over here. Because it's not about you, it's about people that you're growing with and people that, you can grow together in your circle. And, our podcasting community, our podcasting, family is all about making ourselves better. So in making yourself better, you want your siblings to be better, you want your friends to be better. So what better way to make them better than bringing them on here to this platform? Welcome again, girl buddies. I'm so excited to record and to do this again in such a short time. So guys, this episode is really something, very interesting to me, very exciting to me, because I feel I'm privileged to talk about this, having been in both situations. I know what they feel like and what it really is about. But first, let's talk a bit about the previous episode. Previous episode was being present. Like, are you really there? Like, are you present in where you are? Are you present in your place of work? Are you present in your family, in your friendships? Like, are you really there? And I really loved the outcome of that episode. Like, it was really reflective and insightful, and I really hope that today's on us somewhere next to that. First of all, I really want to appreciate everyone for doing their best with me for the last episode. It was it was really exciting, like the result and outcome of that episode. Oh my God. Something that I didn't expect, I didn't plan, but it turned out how it turned out. So thank you guys for sharing and making it our episode, not just my own episode, not just my own podcast, but making it like for the both of us and for this family and for this like growing community. I really appreciate y'all so much. So today we're talking about getting from the state of being overwhelmed to being calm and being peaceful. I know it's something that we all talk about like every day on the normal, like, oh, I'm overwhelmed, or I worked all day, I worked all night, I literally had like 2 hours of sleep and all of that. And most of the times when we're overwhelmed, it's not really about our feelings, not really about our emotions, but we are overwhelmed because of the work that we do. Yeah, because of the busy life, because of the idea of success. But is it really success that you're pursuing, or you're pursuing the idea of it, not the essence of it? Because success is not what you do, it's not calculated by the number of hours you spend, but by the results. And if your results are not tallying with your alignment or your purpose, then what exactly are you doing? You're burning out. You're really burning out, and you need to change your perspective of what you see success as if it's the one getting you overwhelmed. Sometimes getting overwhelmed can come from something else other than success. It can come from social media, doom scrolling, just looking at celebrities or looking at your favorite artists or just looking at their lives, and you just get overwhelmed by it and come back to your own reality, and you're questioning yourself and questioning your acts. And like, it's a good thing to reflect on oneself, but when you consume something so much and it eats you up and you just feel so, debased by it, you feel so controlled by your opinions, controlled by what they're saying and how they look like compared to yourself, you're getting overwhelmed by it. So the first step in turning your overwhelming situation to something peaceful, identify what makes you overwhelmed, identify what that thing is, what triggers you into getting overwhelmed. For me, what makes me overwhelmed is overproductivity. I just tell myself always, like, my early 20s, this is to grind it, this is to work, this is to bring all the energy, all the effort. And sometimes I'm up late 2 a.m. I'm still like researching, looking for the next podcast thing to do, or watching other podcasts, or just watching things that could improve myself. And at a point I'm like, Pete, it's 2 a.m. You gotta be up by 7. So why don't you just take a break, like rest? Productivity for me is something I really hype. It's something that is the most important thing to me. I hate to be idle. Like, an idle man is the devil's workshop. So I hate to be idle. So that is a really overwhelming state for me. I don't know if I've told you guys about this, but I wrote it sometime on my Facebook post, on my social media post, because I posted on my Facebook, on my Instagram, and also my LinkedIn. So there was a particular time in school, like, I was really really overwhelmed. Like my year 3, the third year of my university, we had so many deadlines, and things that we had to do then, they were really, really practical, like writing newspapers, community reporting, research work. And I literally was like, I was at the height of it. I was so overwhelmed. Like my skin color was something else. My hair was literally like calling out. Like you wouldn't even see my front hair, because every day I get up, I'm like, age control, gel, I gotta look good. And the more I use all of that, the more my front hair keeps like reclining to the back and going to the back and going to the back. And then my hours of sleep reduced so much drastically. Like I had about 2 hours of sleep in a whole day, in a whole busy day. So there was a particular day that I was sitting on the chair. I was really drowsy that day. I was really, really sleepy. I was sitting on the chair, and the next thing, like, I was dozing. My body told me, "B, go to rest. We are tired. We are done working with you for today. Go to rest. We have a big day tomorrow." And I said, no. I have to complete what I have to complete, because the deadlines were coming near. So the next thing I did was, okay, put the light on, get to sit down, get my 2 hands on the table, try to read, try to do everything I had to do. It wasn't up to 5 minutes, guys. I saw myself falling off. I thought it was a dream. I said I couldn't have control of myself anymore. Like I literally fell off my chair. Like I fell with the chair and with the table on the floor. I woke everybody in the room up. Like they were so scared. Like, oh my God, what happened? And I was like, where did you do that? Got to bed. They were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I thought someone came into the room. Like I thought we had like a robbery or something. I'm like, I'm so sorry, guys. That was the moment I knew, like, this is more than overwhelm. This is chaotic. This is not what you should put yourself into. So I decided to retrace. I decided to, look at things again, look at my life again, look at my schedule again, and look at what I'm really chasing, what I'm really doing. And of course, did I start my podcast then? I don't think I started my podcast then, or that should be like a month after my podcast. I think a few months after my podcast, yeah. And I wasn't really into this, personal growth thing. At that time, it was just about relating to students like me, talking about fitness and talking about college life, all of that. So creating this niche actually came from lots of experiences. So I know what I'm saying when I talk about personal growth. At that period, my 3rd year, I was really, really overwhelmed. That's why my 4th year, I really took a huge step towards my personal growth journey. I really took a huge step towards, being peaceful and all of that. So how do we get into that peaceful state? How did I get into that peaceful state? How did I walk my way down there from being overwhelmed? Apart from the fact that phase passed, which is something I needed to recognize, that those overwhelming circumstances or situations in our lives is actually the phase that could pass. But apart from that, you need to really identify what triggers you, then create a flow in your day. Like, don't just allow your day to be all rigid all through the day. If you're starting from a quiet morning, make sure your afternoon is, with some kind of work, and then your evening should also be calm and quiet. Like you can start from acceleration to a reclining state. Do you get what I mean? Like, don't just start all hampered, like with so much work. You have to know how to create a rhythm for the day. Then I want you to know that when you're working and when you're putting all that energy towards who you want to be, it's not about bragging about your burnout stages. Really, I see a lot of people do that. It's not about bragging about how many hours you've not slept, or how many days, or how long you could sit for so many hours. That is a health condition. That is leading to a health condition. Literally, sitting for long hours is not a good thing. So I want you to know that you need to redefine success in order to move from being overwhelmed to being peaceful. Define what you see as success. Does what you call success align with your purpose? Does it align with your calling? Does it align with your values, with your peace, with something that takes you totally away from who you are and who you see your dream self as you need to walk away from it. You really need to. So I'll leave with a very important scripture from Philippians chapter 4, verse 7. The peace that passes all understanding should be with you. It doesn't matter if you are juggling multiple responsibilities, but if you move with an idea of what you want in life, of what you want out of the things that you're doing, you'd see yourself always living in a state of peace, in a state of rest, in a state of calmness and rejuvenation. If you move with the knowledge of what life is about, if you move with the knowledge of what you want it out of each day, out of each process and each activity, trust me, you're gonna be in so much peace. You're gonna move away from being overwhelmed, not living by the world standards, not living by the society standards. I know you're in your 20s, but people still die of stress in their 20s. People still die of troubles and struggles in their 20s. So take it easy on yourself. Slow and steady wins the race, remember? So as much as you're trying to be the best version of yourself, trying to be the best person for you, remember that burning out isn't a badge of honor. It isn't an award. There isn't an award for burning out. Just remember that. And I wish you all a state of peace, a state of beauty, a state of calmness and serenity. Please do take care of yourself. You have only one you and only one life. No one is going to buy another life for you. I do love you, and I'm wishing you the best day ahead.